We just got a ton of really good information around the real villain of Mandalorian, Season 3. And it has a twist that I wasn't quite expecting. Welcome to Star Wars Uplink. Let's jump right in.
Long live the New Republic.
Now.
This is the way.
The New Republic is trying their best, but they're struggling.
We get to see the New Republic in a light that we have not seen before in anything. Obviously, we've gotten mentions in the books and some of the comics maybe, but we've gotten mention of the New Republic. We've gotten teases about what's going on, especially in like the sequel trilogy, but we haven't gotten anything in terms of like what that actually looks like.
Yeah, it was very Andor-esque, just in how they were kind of pulling us along through the...
They're letting it take its time.
Yeah, through the inner workings of politics and whatnot.
Yeah.
But so pretty much we're following the Doctor.
Yes, the Doctor from Season 1 and 2, I think. And he's the one that was originally doing the tests on Grogu, or as we knew him, the child.
Yes. And apparently his experiment was to take DNA.
Using multiple aliens, and taking the best genes of each of them, and then making something entirely new out of that. Very interesting.
What my work explored was the hopes of combining multiple strands to create replicas that incorporated the best genetic attributes of both donors.
We had a mention of the Kaminoans.
Thanks to the groundbreaking work of the Kaminoans,
Which I was surprised about. It was a nice little
Yeah.
surprise.
It's like, oh, yeah, we are talking about cloning right now. Oh, boy.
Yeah, rest in peace, Kamino. But the Kaminoans, they're still around. They're still influencing with some of that research. But then they go into the whole, like, the Empire is dissolved, obviously, or in the efforts of being dissolved. They've failed galaxy-wide. The politics are now the New Republic. They're trying to take all of the Empire stuff and just wipe it clean, destroy it, take it away, do all of those things. But to do that, they've been taking in specific people from the Empire, saying, okay, you ready to rejoin society? And they go through a series of trainings, and they do different jobs of taking down basically what the Empire had set up.
Thanks to the rehabilitation program, I can contribute to the New Republic. Just like you.
The scientist is working on categorizing and archiving all of the Empire things that are going to get destroyed.
Yeah. How heavy would that be? Like, this is what you worked with, and like, I don't know. That would be hard.
Yes. And during that process, we see the scientists go into the system and meet someone from Moff Gideon's ship.
I didn't expect to see anyone from Moff Gideon's ship here.
Gideon.
Someone that in Season 2 was in charge of deploying the Dark Troopers, which is a fun little nod to kind of what was happening around the Bad Batch. But we see them in there. And she's like, okay, yeah, let's get your research back and going. Let's do this. This is pretty cool. Let's see how this goes.
It would be for the good of everyone.
You should do it for the New Republic. Obviously it's illegal, but they really need it.
Yeah, they don't know what they're missing out with your research.
Exactly.
Sure, bud.
Slowly building the trust of the scientist, and then at the end, betrayal goes right into reconditioning, but also cranks the knob all the way to the max, which turns into it to be a mind flayer, which is an Empire torture device that wiped the minds of people clean. But if you just turn it a little bit, it's a soothing experience. It's going to be great. I don't understand why, if they were never supposed to use it as a mind flayer, because they're like, oh, we're never going to do that. It's perfectly fine. Nothing's going to happen. It'll
just be a little tickling sensation.
Just a little tickle and some colors.
Lights. Ooh, you feel so much better.
Why, if that's the plan of it, that's never supposed to use to wipe people's mind, does it go all the way up to 11?
No one's going to crank the knob up that high. We're all trained in this. It's fine.
Yeah, it went badly.
Yeah.
very badly.
Bye-bye, Doctor.
But this whole thing, I find the whole setup of the betrayal, the repositioning, all of that stuff is so fascinating. We get this huge payoff at the end. This payoff is leading up to who the ultimate villain is going to be. Obviously, we get hints and teases. There's the awesome dogfight at the beginning of the episode.
Oh my gosh, so
and
cool.
during that, they're like, man, these are a lot of interceptors. These are a lot of bombers for something like this, for just some Imperial outpost person.
That's a lot of ships for an Imperial warlord.
That this could be someone else. We have some theories here. Thrawn is probably that someone else. And I just find it so interesting that we've got these mentions of Moff Gideon. We don't know what happened to him. What is he doing? Where is he? They're still trying to figure that out. Thrawn, on the other hand, also the same thing. We don't know what happened to Thrawn, but apparently he's alive. We see a lot of people questioning what's going on. Moff Gideon, more than likely, is working for Thrawn. And we see the undercover lady is probably working for Moff Gideon, identifying people from Moff Gideon's surroundings, circles, whatever, trying to identify them, and then trying to sabotage them into not release any of that valuable information.
Either that or she really has just turned, but like doesn't trust anyone.
I highly doubt that she is New Republic focused.
But why would she just pretty much kill off this guy's brain?
He has all of the secrets of Moff Gideon's research into cloning, into why he wanted Grogu, and their whereabouts, where he was last, and his outposts or his research facilities.
Okay.
There's a lot of information that he could provide to whomever and risk exposure, death, destruction on all of Moff Gideon's plans.
Interesting.
That's my theory as well. I find it so interesting too. The things that they're trying to say with this episode is we've got the New Republic, which is supposed to be this shining bright light. This is what we know now. We've got the Empire, which is this past evil. And then they're alluding to Thrawn, which is the next step in what we've been seeing in all of the Star Wars shows recently, except for Andor. But we've got Skeleton Crew, we've got Ahsoka, we've got mentions of him in The Mandalorian, The Bad Batch. Thrawn's everywhere.
And he's coming.
Seriously.
He is in our future.
Yes. He is the future of Star Wars, honestly. So we have these three, like the past, present, and the future of Star Wars right now. And it's getting exciting. I think we're finally seeing some of the direction that this season wants to go. We're probably not going to see a resolution entirely this season.
No.
But I think we're going to see it in season 4, and definitely Ahsoka, and definitely Skeleton Crew.
I would agree.
Let us know your theories and thoughts on this. What did you think of this whole experience? And do you think Bo-Katan's actually going to be a part of the watch?
I want to see that for
I
a
do
little
kinda
bit.
wanna
Give me
see
at
that,
least
yeah.
an episode, please, of her
Yes.
just being like, I'm a part of something.
Yeah, seriously.
I just need to see that.
Yeah. But let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. And hey, may the Force be with you.